me last week. I spotted a few parameters that seemed off. I marked them up for you, but...
Oh, wow, thanks. I didn't even catch that.
Wait, maybe just open it later?
Oh, my feet hurt.
Impossible. We will not agree to that condition. Rover is here. Yes, I understand. Please rest assured. Sorry to pull you in on such short notice, Rover. I'm Arman. I sent the message. The situation's worse than we anticipated, so I'll keep it short.
How's Denia?
She's awake, but just as we feared, the Fractidus did something to her. After waking up, her frequency deteriorated rapidly into systemic failure. According to Rebel College's estimate, she has 1 week, at best. No idea. There's not enough time to even determine whether it's physiological or caused by the Threnodian. The new Federation is pressing charges over the Stridergate incident and the residual frequency on the dimmer planes. They want Denia handed over immediately. We didn't comply, of course. Denia was a Star Torch Academy student. Sending her there would turn her into a mere research subject, and cost us our only chance to reach the truth or contest the charges.
I see the picture. When you say contest the charges, are you suggesting Denia is the key to breaking the stalemate?
Exactly. First, her connection to the Voidborn Threnodian has enormous research value. Even with the Stridergate sealed, she could open new directions for void matter science. And based on Iris's review of our prior interactions, Denia likely knows the source of the Threnodian frequency on the dimmer planes, the reason why her condition is worsening too. If she is willing to cooperate, we can resolve this before the new Fed forces our hand. We treat her, she helps with the report. It'll be a win-win.
Sounds like that didn't go very smoothly.
No, she's been resistant to any form of contact. This is where we need you, Rover. I'm sure you understand mental stability is a prerequisite for frequency control. You have prior contact with her, and your experience with Threnodians also makes you a safer anchor in the negotiation.
Denia might be a viable opening. But until I figure out what the Fractidus is planning and where they are now, I shouldn't commit to anything reckless. I'll speak to her and make my judgment from there. Also, I want this meeting kept off the record. No files. Not even in Iris's archive.
Understood. Then I'll leave this in your hands. Her identity is only known to very few now, I can assure you. Anything else you want to confirm, Rover? We've narrowed down the location, but void matter contamination there is heavy, so cleanup and investigation will be slow. That said, recent spectral... Anything else you want to confirm, Rover? Cold is the word. So cold that even Nana can't establish any meaningful contact. We are still not sure if the Threnodian did this.
You've met Denia before?
I have. Back then I was teaching a required course in void matters science, and she slept through a good portion of it, so I remember her. Anything else you want to confirm, Rover? Yes. The President is busy smoothing things over with some big names. She asked me to send her regards. Oh, and she also has a message for you. Only the kids who make it out alive get to grow up.
Is that supposed to be about Denia?
I honestly don't know. But that... Anything else you want to confirm, Rover?
Whatever her reason was for saving me and Hyuki back then, She still carried out the Fraxidus' plan, and the Grand Architect's next move is still unclear. Denia?
I just saw Sagrika. That was crazy, Rover. I didn't think you'd actually, drive that thing off. So, you're just gonna keep staring? Do you always come empty-handed when you visit patients?
Looks like she's free of the Threnodian's influence now. But that way of talking...
Yeah, I'm dying, right? That person gave me a gift a long time ago. Said when the time comes, I'd finally get a nice sleep. Who knows? But it's not hard to guess, is it? Just like a collar you put on cats and dogs, in case they get ideas. No. Cats and dogs might be too generous. At least they can still bite. I'm probably closer to a lab mouse now. So, Rover, did they send you to sweet talk a lab mouse?
Denia? I'm here because I chose to be. We've been on opposite sides before, but...
There you go. Still all serious.
But I want to try trusting you.
Right. In that case, am I supposed to look more excited? Too bad, Rover. I can't trust you in the same way. You saw me at my worst there. And you're still playing this game. You want answers. That's why you're here. Don't get the wrong idea. If you'd died back there, it would have been game over. If you really want answers, How about we make a deal?
A deal?
Yes, a fair exchange. The collective can't get what they want from me. But you just might get what you want. Maybe you could stay with me for my birthday. This weekend. I'd like to have a good stroll in the academy again.
Your birthday is this weekend?
It could be, or not. Doesn't matter. What matters is you are there. I'm running out of time. Some things deserve a proper ending. With a good day.
An ending? What is she planning to do? But in her current state...
What? Doesn't feel safe even with you around? Then put another collar on me. Or a bomb. What's one more, right?
I'll see what I can do.
You mean that? But people at the academy, do they know?
Space Trek Collective never made your identity public. So for that day, you'll still be the Academy student Denia.
Always the busybody. Fine. Then it's a deal, right? Relax. I'll cooperate with their research for the next few days. Just don't get your hopes up. The Grant Architect wouldn't be sloppy enough to leave me unhandled. Anyway, no point worrying about it now. I'll see you this weekend, Rover. Rover? Something still bothering you? I've never seen her true face. Wouldn't be surprised if the real one's already dead. You care about that, do you? I'll tell you more once you've kept your side of the deal, Rover. Miss my life at the academy. Huh. What made you think that?
You keep staring out the window. That's where the dorms are.
Well, when you put it that way, maybe I do. The president once said that everyone ends up missing their school days when they grow up. I guess that really was my golden age. Rover. Something still trash gets dumped, you know? And those little tricks of mine, she probably noticed long ago. Or maybe she simply decided it was better if I died here. Because you always try to save everyone? Even someone like me? Rover? Something still bothering you? See you this weekend. Oh, my feet hurt.
Rover, how did it go? Is she willing to cooperate? A birthday, I see. But if that's the key to cooperation, the Collective will treat it as a special case.
She said she wants a proper ending for some things. But I don't know her true intent yet. We'd better be careful.
Noted. We'll initiate a full risk assessment immediately. And thank you. Would you be available in the afternoons of this weekend? We really appreciate your support. I know this is a very personal request, but we'll keep everything under control. You can think of it as a special escort mission. I'll send you the finalized plan before then. Let's stay in touch on Waves Line.
About the notes you lent me last week, I spotted a few parameters that seemed off. About the notes you lent me last week? About the notes you lent me last week, I spotted a few parameters that seem off. I'm not...
You're here, Rover. The procedure and contact list have been sent to your terminal. All steps and contingency measures are included.
Very detailed. I see a resonance suppression device and declared contact entries. Everyone's agreed on those?
Yes. At Denia's request, we used her terminal to schedule the meetings under a recovery discharge notice. She'll be approaching them today as a student. The suppression device was her idea, a guarantee of cooperation. She said it would make things fair, even though she doesn't really need it in her current state. Here, take this. If she starts feeling unwell, have her use it. It should make her feel better.
So, you found a way to relieve her frequency failure?
No, these are only tranquilizers. We've adjusted the dosage for this operation. As for a treatment plan, we'll try and work out a revised version as soon as possible.
No wonder Denia behaved that way last time. She had already seen this coming.
The diagnosis from Rebel College shows that the problem doesn't lie with her resonance ability, but a failure in her self-regulation mechanism. We're still validating several hypotheses regarding the symptoms. Hopefully, we'll have answers soon.
This is looking grimmer than I thought. Still, if it's related to Threnodian frequencies, the Black Shores might have better solutions.
Don't concern yourself with the research. For now, we'll need you to focus on today's operation. Please contact us if anything arises.
Are we good to go?
Yes.
So, I'll be in your hands today, Rover. You promised me a birthday. Remember? Why the serious face? Because today, I'm Denia, a proud student of Star Torch Academy. Come on, try it like me. Loosen your mouth, relax your eyes. There. See? You look nice.
I can do that. But remember your situation. Don't.
Yeah, I know. Finally, they let me out for a walk. Feels kind of nice being a student, doesn't it, Rover? Funny. You'd think there'd be more people here on a weekend. Don't tell me. They heard I was coming and just... This way leads to the garden zone, right?
Yes. This is where you're supposed to meet Sigrika.
Oh, Sigrika. When was the last time we went shopping together? If the elevator breaks, do we get stuck here?
I can cut it open.
Wow, the elevator was fast.
Let's go, Denia.
This field will have my back when she starts asking questions, right? Hey, Rover. Wanna swing by the arcade first?
Are you trying to avoid Sigrika?
Oh, so you saw...
This is your own request. Give me a reason to cancel it.
The reason is... I'm not feeling so great. Maybe we should just...
Senior! Denia?
Wow. Hi, Siggy. Did I keep you waiting?
no, I just got here too. Oh, why are you with Denia today, Senior? Oh, I see. I heard Denia's been in the ward for quite a few days. Every time I went to the infirmary, Dr. Luke said you still needed some rest. So, are you feeling better now?
Oh, I was better a while ago. Guess it's just bad sleep. I mean, a ward's never as comfy as your own room.
Bad sleep? Have you been having nightmares again? I heard what happened last time really affected a lot of people. You don't think it's because of the void matter contamination, right?
Of course not. I just pretended to be sick for a bit longer, so I don't have to get back to class so soon. Relax. Having Rover watch over me is plenty. Come on, Siggy. Didn't you want to go photograph the white bird in the garden? It'll be off duty if you don't hurry.
Okay then. Make sure you catch up with us later on, Senior. Did you know, Nia? The photography fan club is planning to apply for a studio.
They have budget for that? Was it the prize they won from the campus event?
Yeah. They won't stop talking about how much they owe you. You're yawning more than usual today. Are you sure it's not some kind of after effect?
No way! I've just been inside too long. Got a little sensitive to sunlight.
No, no, no. You can't stay shut in all the time. A little sunlight is good for you. Look! The photography fan club's here. Wanna go say hi?
I'll pass. A bunch of camera-obsessed weirdos. Their prize money has nothing to do with me anyway.
What are you talking about? Without you, they would have shut down by now.
It was for an Academy promo thing. The theme was Star Torch, Moments of Happiness. Why? I was the model, actually. Someone came to me and said they'd buy me a luxury buffet if I agreed to pose for a couple of photos while eating. For a moment, I genuinely believed they were being generous. I even skipped a meal on purpose. Turned out their luxury buffet was the cafeteria.
But the photos came out beautifully. They even made it to the Fuel's A Seal-Proof Guide to Enrollment.
It's just marketing for freshmen. You smile no matter what you're eating. That's what being a model feels like, I suppose. Besides, you know I never really liked taking photos.
Yeah, you're right. The only time we took a group photo was when Nivora insisted. Huh. Speaking of Nivora, I wonder how she's doing now.
Siggy? Let's take another photo together.
Really? That's a first for you.
Come on, Rover. You too. And can I borrow your camera? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Cheese!
I'll save the photo on Rover's terminal for now. We can print it someday.
Look! In the photo! It's the white bird! It flew that way! An unidentified rare species. The fabled pure white bird. It's been a year since we first saw it, and we still haven't gotten a close look.
Calm down. For all we know, it could just be someone's resonance ability.
As if. I'm pretty sure it flew this way.
Why don't we split up? You head that way, Siggy. Rover and I will check this way.
Okay. Ping me on the terminal if you find it.
Eccentric trafficking.
Hey, can you imagine her face if we told her the white bird is just Hiyuki's ability? So it really is her. That kind of cold frequency is hard to forget. Will she be watching us like this the whole time today?
Hiyuki is just doing her job. And she's kinder than she looks.
I know. She sometimes reminds me of you. But unfortunately, that's my least favorite kind of person. What? Are you saying you care about my opinion, Rover? Sorry. Being straightforward doesn't do it for me. Okay. I'll stop. I wonder how Sagrika's getting on. Let's go find her. She headed this way, right? Where did she go?
You can't find it either? Maybe not today then.
Seriously, Siggy. If you went into biology, you'd be a legend by now.
I just want to confirm a new species before I graduate. And you really don't come out enough, Denia. A little more activity would be good for you.
Please, give me a break. I'm not exactly built for running or fighting like you are.
Since when are you bad at fighting?
Oh, right. Didn't you say you wanted to call home? The booth looks empty right now.
Oh, it is. That's rare. There's usually a line here.
Go on, before they start worrying. I've got some family matters to handle too, using Rover's terminal.
Okay then. See you in a bit.
I know what you're worried about. I remember everything from back then. Why would I ever contact those people?
Then who are you calling?
This'll do. I'll just open the comm, and you can wait here with me for a while. Yeah, it was all made up to keep her happy. But I didn't realize how much effort it takes to keep a simple lie going.
This will only complicate things.
But I can't be honest with her, can I? She's all cheerful on the outside, but she bears more than enough worries for her size. As her friend, that's the least I can do. And besides, having a sweet, trusting friend like her around is a great cover, isn't it? Oh, I thought you'd put it more gently. All right. Looks like she's finished her call. Let's head over.
Perfect timing. We should go check out the new desserts.
Oh, this part. Finally.
What made you want to buy cake today, Denia?
You'll find out soon enough. Today's new desserts include frostwort dumpling, fern spore kelp biscuit, pine needle lichen roll, and, on special, jarred fish muffin.
Those names sound intense.
Oh. Do you think you could assemble them into a cake?
Ugh, what a terrifying thought, Nia.
Taste aside, the operational procedure was very clear about food intake. I should check with Arman.
I'm just going through the motions. She can eat it for me.
I happen to know a team that specializes in desserts. We could order a cake from them if you want. What kind of style are you thinking of?
Oh, really? Then can I add rainbow bean pop rocks? And creeping torch pie nuts. Oh, and some fruit crackle too?
Denia, you can't put pop rocks on a cake. You need to start with a base flavor.
Okay. Let me think. Let's get an orange cake. I promised Sigrika we'd celebrate together. She likes oranges. But make sure you add everything I mentioned earlier, okay?
Have you decided yet? What's it going to be, Denia?
Keeping it a secret for now. Tonight.
Tonight might not work for me. I promised Professor Mornier I'd help out at the reactor drive today.
Well, that's a shame, Siggy. I was hoping to share the birthday cake with you, but I guess you...
Birthday cake? Wait, today's your birthday? So that's why Rover is... Then I'll leave Professor Mornier a message.
It's all right, Siggy. I'm sure you've got something really important to do with Professor Mornier.
Well, asking for a day off once in a while wouldn't.
Nope. No running away from it. How can you become the kind of person you look up to if you run away from something like this?
But aren't you the one who's been telling me it's okay to run away this whole time, Denia?
It was just to make you feel better. I say it to everyone.
No, you're acting super weird today. All of a sudden you asked me to come out, had me take pictures with you, revealed it's your birthday, and told me not to run away. It's not like you at all.
Ziggy,
Are you hiding something from me?
Couldn't you be a little less perceptive at a time like this, Sigrika?
If you want me to keep playing dumb, I can do that. And I'll leave it there, as usual. But there's only one thing I want to make sure. Will you still be celebrating your birthday this time next year?
I will.
Then next year, we'll celebrate your birthday together. Promise?
Promise.
How about we make a cake together when the time comes?
I thought you said there's only one thing you wanted to make sure of.
Denia still has some checkups to do tonight. Maybe after she's fully recovered in a few days.
You sound just like Dr. Harrison, Senior. It's fine. We've made a promise. Right. Off I go to sort out some files.
You go get those files, Sigrika.
Happy birthday, Denia.
That was tough. I'm never good at this with her around. Well, that made things really awkward at the end. If you'd just listened to me and moved on. Oh, sneaky you. Being so nice and kind all of a sudden. To be honest, I'm really impressed hearing those words from you. I suppose you must have gone through plenty of farewells, haven't you? Strong, caring. Keep it up and I might actually fall for you. time's over. I almost died of boredom being stuck in the sickbed these past few days. How about you and I go play some video games, Rover?
Hey, do you know the girl who always showed
Why do you...
Look at all those games. What do you have in mind? I was thinking Lahiroi blocks. Wait, really? I even gave you the hint. Don't tell me. You're the type who during a date wants to watch separate movies and just meet up afterward.
Playing Lahiroi blocks with you brings back bad memories.
Aw, you have such a good memory. All right, let's start with your game. Wait, that character you're using, is that me? That feels a bit odd. And is that Sigrika next to you? Oh, there's a cake coming down.
Keep the joystick steady.
Is Sigrika moving faster than I am? Here, let me give it a go.
All yours.
And I'm dead. I guess Sigrika and I don't make much of a tag team. Shame. I haven't figured out these new games yet. Let's just go play Lahiroi blocks, Rover. How about we compete for high scores? I've been really good at it since I was a child, you know. Still holding grudges, are we? Or is this your way to get my attention? I didn't know you were this good. Well, anyway, I was wondering, how did you and Siggy get acquainted, Rover?
We met during the new solar celebration.
Ah, I heard Siggy mention you were a great help. Any stories you mind sharing?
You know what happened. Weren't you the ones behind it all?
That wasn't my plan at all.
You were gonna say goodbye to her, right?
I suppose. I wanted to treat her to some cake, and then get it off my chest when the time is right.
You mean the birthday, the goodbye, or you've been lying to her the whole time?
all of it, I guess. I actually hoped she'd be angry. That way, by the time she realizes I'm gone, she won't feel as upset. Knowing your ex-friend died is better than losing an actual friend. Right? That is why I hate people like you. Keeping all the burdens on yourself when you know you can ignore them. The exact way of life I loathe.
But you still encouraged her.
Oh, sneaky you. Beating my score while I was distracted talking. Messing up little things like this every now and then can actually make you more likable, okay? Anyway, it's getting late. We should keep moving. The archive is usually my favorite place for pastime. I'd like another visit.
Caught you, red-handed. You're ditching your thesis to play the second coming of Solaris.
Hey, why are you just standing there staring at the thing?
Why can't we get white expedition suits to wear in the Frostlands?
Wow, Abra, look at you. Denia! I heard from Armand that you've been hospitalized in the infirmary for the last few days. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. There's nothing to worry about.
Well, you look paler than you were before. A patient should get plenty of rest. And this is... Oh, wait! You must be Rover, right? I'm surprised to see Denia with you. She didn't cause you any trouble, did she?
No, not at all. It's her birthday today, and the infirmary asked me to take her out for some fresh air.
Did they now? That makes it sound even more suspicious. Sure, she wasn't hard to miss, taking naps here in her first week of school. When she heard I needed data on the Void Storm at the time, she just rushed out of campus with that sketchy bubble of hers. What were you thinking, really?
That was ages ago. Can we please move on?
Well, I feel I should pass it on to as many people as possible before I graduate. And you? Try not to be the hero all the time. Just learn to lean on the people around you more often.
Graduate?
Here, this is for you. I never got the chance to give it to you. You were always nagging me about that Royan Fairy Tales collection. I had a friend print it in color. I had no idea it's your birthday today. So, consider it a birthday gift from me, Denia.
Nastasha, your hands.
Just a minor issue from that incident earlier. Don't worry, Dr. Herson said I'll barely notice it in a few years.
It's from that void matter contamination. But if it can heal, as you said, then there's really no need for you to leave, right? With all those advanced techs of the Space Trek Collective.
Well, that's exactly why they deemed it's no longer safe for me to stay here. Something about Lahai-Roy's environment makes the contamination even worse for the nervous system.
But...
Who would have thought my own thesis would set me up for early retirement?
But you once said your dream is to...
Unveil the secrets of void matter particles for all mankind? I recall saying something like that, yeah. But listen, Denia, dreams are sometimes just...
No, that's not it. Even someone like me can tell. Everyone here... Everyone here signed the agreement. If they choose to leave Lahai-Roy, that means...
Calling it quits. Not even close. Who knows, maybe I'll come back from the new Federation in a couple of years. It's too bad you'd have already graduated by then.
That's not what I meant. You've always been a great student, Nastasha. It shouldn't have ended like this. Everything that's happened... It's all my fault.
What's with you today? How is this your fault?
I'm sorry, Nastasha. Denia's not fully recovered yet. You'll have to excuse us.
I see. Keep your eyes on the road. She seems a little off today. And happy birthday, Denia.
You okay, Denia? Your frequency is very unstable now. You should take your meds. Feeling better? Based on the frequency shown during her complications, things are worse than what Armand said. At this rate, she won't even last a week. Is this why she chose today?
You're right. I've been lying to myself all along. I'm sorry. I lied to you. It's actually not my birthday today. That's because a birthday is supposed to be proof that you were born. That's what they always say, right? Everyone has a birthday. Zagrika has one, so does Nastasha. Even those tarred E units manufactured in factories have their own birthdays. But I don't. The Fraxidus has no record of my birth. Nothing to prove my identity. There's only this image burrowed inside my head, playing over and over again in my dreams. In it, I would always step into the same lake. A woman sways her arms in the wind, crying. She stares from afar, calling out to me. Denia. Denia. Das Videnia. So if I truly had a name and a birthday, maybe I could then die as a real person. No? Because I'm running out of time. I'm out of time for so many things. But I can at least try to die with a little dignity, right? I should get to act like a real person. Face what I've done. Say a real goodbye. And then just end it the right way. What a shame. I even picked a good day to do it. But I never practiced how to properly say goodbye to them. Lying is the only thing I'm good at.
Is this the ending you're happy with?
Of course not. But at least I was able to see their goofy smiles as I had them completely fooled, just like before. Something to die happy about, I guess. It's just a reaction. That's all. The idea that everything will just vanish, that it'll all go back to the void, it makes me cry. Instantly. Just like years ago, when I touched it for the first time.
Even after you die, tomorrow, the sun still rises.
Of course I know that. It's not like I think the world will change once I die.
Sigrika and Nastasha's lives will change. They'll lose an important friend. No matter how they ultimately break from the shadows, what is lost forever.
Do I deserve to?
That's not for me to judge. But in Renacida, I've met people just like you. In the lives forced upon them, happiness was always fleeting, leaving only pain and fear that never dissipate. Yet, even so, they fought for those brief, gifted moments of happiness till the very end. You once joked how the Great Rover is a savior. But in Renacida, I failed to save them.
But it sounds like they made their own choices.
True. Just like when you tried to drive me away. You also made what you thought was the best choice. You all hoped for more people to survive. And so did I. So, if the boundaries between humans and creations are already obscure, what is it that determines who we are?
I don't know.
It's the heart, Denia. What you are isn't defined by where you're from, but by your heart.
The heart. This right here. A gift from the Grand Architect. The page buried within my frequency is here.
Could this be Leviathan?
Do you find your way home more often? Just as I thought. You can really work wonders, Rover.
Denia?
You are literally my least favorite type of person. Where do I start?
Rover, we've detected a severe frequency fluctuation. Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. We'll be back soon.
Very well. I'll see you soon.
Sounds like Professor Armand is getting a bit impatient. We should head back. No need to get ahead of yourself now. You're not quite there yet. I'm keeping it a secret for now. Plus, we still haven't fulfilled our agreement yet. Can't let the cake go to waste. Would you want to come out with me again after tomorrow? Well, that makes things trickier. I still have things I have to do, after all. If only today could be a bit longer. However, did it ever cross your mind that my being alive and staying here might be an even bigger problem?
If you feel you don't belong here, then someday in the future, would you be willing to?
Stop right there. It was just a joke. I don't want to put you in a tough spot. Easy. Today is my birthday. I won't be going anywhere. At least to you. This will be my last lie.
Let's get moving.
Nana is conducting a thorough checkup on Denia. I imagine this must have been a very long day for you, Rover. Her conditions have greatly improved since this morning. As for the frequency fluctuation earlier, did something happen?
About that.
Residual energy of the Threnodian from Renacita. Could there be some form of interaction between the Threnodians? Is the Fraxidus actually manipulating her and suppressing her abilities through some... It's no wonder we couldn't find the source of the symptoms. Fortunately, you were here to assist, Rover. It'll be the same as the past few days. Although she won't be sent to the new Federation, she'll still be kept under containment and assist with our research. I know what you're thinking, Rover. I've been monitoring your itinerary and field reports all day. But even if everyone recognizes her as a victim, the Space Trek Collective's work and responsibilities will not change for her. We don't have better solutions now. This is the fact. We haven't had a chance to get it yet. It's still with Zahira. You can only get that specific fruit crackle she requested from Zahira. But since she hopes you can accompany her on her birthday, I believe you should be the one to personally bring her the cake. We'll be waiting for you here.
Let's get moving.
Are you here to pick up the birthday cake? One moment, please.
Denia. She said she had to take care of something. But what exactly? Does it have something to do with the Threnodian's frequency in the Deemer Plains? If the Space Trek Collective finding Denia was part of the Grand Architect's plan, then what about removing that page from her? Or maybe... if I were in Denia's shoes...
Easy. Today is my birthday. I won't be going anywhere.
Here it is. I know it's a bit late, but I believe it's more than enough to convey your heart.
Rover, Denia has left the Academy and is heading towards the Deemer Plains. With her forte, we've detected residual void matter particles at the platform. Professor Armand was trapped inside a bubble. Luckily, no broken bones. She hasn't removed her resonance suppression device and tracker yet. Should we initiate the emergency protocol?
No. Give me her location.
Understood. Coordinates sent. Good luck, Rover.
I tried. But with her condition now, she would die if I tried any harder. Trees will grow tall, and leaves will turn green, Rover. That child simply made a grown-up decision.
The Soul-Vein Heartwood. Spectacular. No matter how many times I see it. Will this be my last visit? Just as I thought. The void matter here is going on a rampage. I must get to the bedroom quickly. Leaving just a few words inside that page. Do find your way home more often. I knew it. Sorry, Rover. But just like in the fairy tale, the magic wears off past midnight. At least this time I wasn't lying, right? Back to this place. Once more. Is the elevator locked? Could it be? Let's try to go around from the other side.
Denia.
Where did you come from? And aren't you a no?
Denia, I told you a long time ago, didn't I?
What was that?
The world is a cliff, and civilization a train with carriages of different times.
My attacks don't do anything. Does it not have a physical form? I see. As long as I keep my eyes on it, it'll behave.
The moment it falls into the abyss, everything will also fall, one after the other.
Locked. But there should still be an emergency key.
Denia, I can't.
Again?
The moment it falls into the abyss, everything will also fall, one after the other.
Locked. But there should still be an emergency key.
First, people abandon their morality, then emotions, and finally, faith. In the end, all that's left is an empty shell. The ruins.
What a pestering ghost.
Been there before. You know how it feels. You reach out, yet you fail. Even to grab something to end your life.
Calm down. Stop shaking, Denia.
Denia, I can't.
Again?
You've been there before. You know how it feels. You reach out, yet you fail. Even to grab something to end your life.
Calm down. Stop shaking, Denia. I should be able to go around from the other side.
Denia, I can't.
Again?
You've been there before. You know how it feels. You reach out, yet you fail. Even to grab something to end your life.
Calm down. Stop shaking, Denia. I should be able to go around from the other side.
There is where you will finally sink and rest.
Okay. Straight through it.
Lives rise and fall like the winter wheat. But agony is the name that never dies.
So what?
Denia, I can't.
Wait. Again?
There is where you will finally sink and rest.
Okay. Straight through it.
Lives rise and fall like the winter wheat. But agony is the name that never dies.
So what?
say, I walked with the crib of the void.
In your dreams. Come on. I am not hiding from you again. Lend me your hand.
Stay.
Enough! Please don't.
Look at me.
Take a bite. Bit by bit. So radiant. No more. Lend me your hand. Hi. Happy forever. I got you. Please don't.
Forgive me.
Oh, my feet hurt. This experimental terminal is getting on my nerves. I still feel the abnormal neural reflexes, even after an injection lately.
Oh, really? Sounds like you can properly feel pain now. Remember this feeling, Denia. Pain compels us to live.
To hell with that feeling. That bastard tried to fool me with saline as a painkiller.
You're awake. I prepared a present for you, Denia. I put it in your heart.
What's a present?
A present is a commodity without a fixed price. You'll be a nice little rule follower with it.
Rules? What? Do find your way home more often and don't bring strangers home? Huh.
The food here has been left untouched. Why is that, Denia?
At Star Torch Academy, there's something called dessert. Eating it brings back that scene in my dream.
Starting tomorrow, come home for dinner.
A broken table I picked up from somewhere. Spent quite some time here. When was the last time I read a book? What was I reading? A professional guide to emotional performance? Oh, it became my draft paper anyhow. A textbook for void matter science. A seal-proof guide to enrollment. And the Lahiroi meteorology I borrowed from Nastasha. She even snuck a copy of the exam sheet inside. But she never mentioned it was from the previous year. I used all the wrong answers on the real thing. And she teased me about it for ages. Those academy courses were brutal. Barely ever scored above a D, besides void matters. Strange. They just come rushing back at times like this. And what's this? A memory album from the photography fan club?
Adorable. But it'll turn out better if you smile.
I spent 2 years watching people. Watching their joy. Their sorrow. What they call emotion is how they prove they're alive. But what's behind emotion?
The three of us will be best friends forever.
What's that look on my face?
It's the heart, Denia. What you are isn't defined by where you're from. But by your heart.
Is that so? Then somewhere along the way. Well, let's put an end to this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, that sounds nice. But sorry, I just can't. However, there is one thing I can do for you all. Fear, destruction, all those things that don't belong here. gone. Back to the void with me. Oh, come to think of it, I haven't had cake yet. That's a bit of a shame.
How's that for teamwork? I'd sniff out Leviathan's frequency even in a pile of ashes and snatch it right up.
Great work, Abby.
You're very much welcome. Quick, let's go inside and check it out.
I assume by the time you get here, Rover, everything will have ended. Sorry I had to say goodbye this way. This is where it all started. The Fraxidus' Lahairoi plan, where the Grand Architect first made contact with Aleph 1. And I took the Threnodian fragment the Fraxidus left here. Leaving it here would only cause more suffering. As for the experimental data, consider it a parting gift from me to the Space Trek Collective. To be honest, I did think of telling you everything about this place, but sometimes gifts can be incredibly inappropriate. Your worries were correct. When the book page was removed, I received the Grand Architect's final message. Now, I am the last anchor point between Aleph 1 and Solaris. If I die according to plan, its fragment will disappear along with me. I used to tell myself that was karma. But what does an ending like that mean for Sigrika? For Nastasha? For someone like you, who always tries to save everyone? You're the Grand Architect's greatest rival. So making you betray your own heart is a bigger prize to them than the Threnodian fragment. It would mean that after all the frustration and failure, you are no different from them. You'd end up going down the same path. But if you had removed that page, the fragment would have lost control after receiving the message. It would have tried to find me, attempting to connect with Aleph 1 out of instinct. So, when I think about it, it's a good thing you never got to finish what you wanted to say back there. I was a child who showed up at the Fraxidus' door out of nowhere. Became their Threnodian lab mouse by accident. Ever since I can remember, I've questioned myself countless times. What is the point of everything that I've been through? The answer is always the same. There is no point. Birth, pain, struggle, death. None of these have meaning. That's why when I first heard your story from the Grand Architect, I absolutely hated you, Rover. If someone like that is actually out there, then where were they during the longest, most painful days of my life? And why? Why would you appear before me just as everything was about to end? You know what I hated most? Why did everything about you have to be so impossible? Our encounter was never fair. So, I hope you can forgive me for not saying goodbye. This is something I must put an end to on my own. It's just... it hurts to watch the way you live. I can't even imagine a day when someone like you runs out of miracles. They call you Rover, but you don't even know where you started or where you're going. Even if you made your ideals real, where would that leave you? I never understood what the Grand Architect was mumbling. The future, evolution, or what's going to happen eons later. But at that moment, in front of Aleph 1, I didn't want you to die. At least not at the hands of the Grand Architect, who's got nothing left but mere survival. What surprised me was that, despite hating you so much, I actually spent an unprecedented day with you. For the first time, I had my own birthday. For the first time, I forgot about the fear brought by the void. For the first time, I met someone I can truly open up to. How should I describe this emotion? It's a kinda hate, isn't it? I don't know where void matter particles will take me next. If I could start over, I'd like to visit the cities Nastasha talked about. To visit places where there are no void storms and Solaskin. Maybe I'll try picking a different major. Try napping in different classes. And taste different cakes in every cafeteria I go to. And then no matter how many times it'll take, I'll come back to Lahairoi. Back to all of you. Whatever you wanted to say, you can tell me the next time we meet. Oh, I almost forgot something important. Actually, all those powers the Grand Architect displayed, including shapeshifting, are not her true forte. Those are derivatives at best. And the shapeshifting has a catch. She needs long-term observation and analysis of her target to pull it off. It's just the idea of her using my face to talk to you. It makes me sick. So let's have a code word, just between us. Next time, if it's truly me, all my old hates will become likes. Oh, and could you help me enjoy half of my birthday cake? You can save the other half for me, of course. But don't throw away any of the toppings.
Will we ever see Denia again?
We will.
Okay. But, what about the thing you didn't get to say? If you feel like you don't belong here, then someday in the future, would you be willing to... And what about the rest?
Secret. For now.
time, be sure to show
Got
me
the
that
mind-bending
super
herder?
Denia, do you have any clues about that scene in your memory?
Nothing. It was just a scene. Maybe from some movies I watched as a kid.
But maybe, in my opinion, you still have a chance to.
Now you're reminding me of what Nastasha once said.
Huh?
Raise your head. What do you see?
Lahai-Roy's night sky.
True enough. But my reply was... the void. The darkness.
What was her reaction?
She said it was actually light fighting against darkness. But it looks like darkness has the upper hand, I said.
But there was only darkness in Lahai-Roy at the beginning. Then came the light.
You answered exactly the same way as she did.
So light actually prevailed.
You're right. I guess if you never give up, the story will one day have a good ending. No?
We've got the mind-bending herder. We've got the mind-bending herder. The eccentric traffic illuminator. We've got the mind-bending herder. The eccentric
If you got
traffic
tired.
illuminator.